Hi all, the purpose of making this session is to let you guys know what are the challenges that we come across through a certain project. So, right now we are working on a certain bank, and I have come across certain challenges that I would like to share with you. So, without wasting much time, let us dive into the use case. So here is a use case. The use case is your stakeholder wants to know the usage of the products which is being used for transaction by the customers. So in general, they want to know the product penetration with respect to the customers. So before diving into this use case, let us first understand the services and the products that is offered by bank. So here we have a few list of the products offered by bank. API, cash collection, check collection, CNB, CTS, ECS, H2H, NAC. So I will be giving you short description of each individual products. So in API banking, let's say there is a company called Razorpay. So the role of Razorpay is to create a customized user interface for their clients. But the right of this transaction is being only owned by banks. So in order to integrate the feature of transaction, what Razorpay will do is they will take the help of bank to embed some set of protocol into their user interface, and that set of protocol is being integrated via API. So once that API is integrated, seamless transaction can happen. In cash collection, the bank itself provide facility for the collection of cash from the client premises. Other than that, an MIS report would also be generated which would contains the detail of the cash collection. In check collection, the check is deposited via vendors, and by the end of the day, the client will also receive an auto-generated MIS report that will be containing all the details of check deposits. Next is corporate net banking. I'm not gonna explain CNB because this is one of the commonly used even at the individual level. In CTS, which is check truncation system, rather than using a physical check, a digital check is used which is duly signed by the customer. The next one is ECS, which is electronic clearing services. This mode of transaction is used for the transfer of bulk amount between banks at a specific point of time. One such application of ECS is loan. Next is H2H, which is host to host. Now for explanation of host to host, let me give an example. Suppose there is a business. Now in order to run a business, it should have a payroll system, an ERP, purchase order and invoices. Now using H2H, one can automate all these purchases or all these payments. So one purpose is automation. Other place where it is used is changes in the protocol by the bank so that onboarding customer can function smoothly. The last one is NAC. NAC is clearing services that aims at providing high volume but of low value interbank transactions, and these are periodic in nature. NAC is a replacement of ECS2, and most commonly NAC is used in loan. So these are the few types of products that is being used in the bank. Now the next part is the type of account which is used. So these are the few type of account which is being used, and this is also being used in our use case. The last part is KPI. This is the one thing that you should remember, that is throughput. In banking, this concept is most commonly used, that is throughput. Throughput, it is the sum of inward and outward transaction by a specific account throughout the day or throughout a month. So this is the KPI that we will be using, and it is most commonly used in banking. Now let us understand our data. The data is dummy data, so the values are not correct. First column is client name, second is account number, third is account type, fourth is balance amount that he maintained at the end of the day, fifth is the channel through which transaction has happened, sixth is the date of transaction, sixth is the deposited amount, and the last one is withdrawal amount. So using these two columns, we will be creating our throughput KPI that is required. Now I have loaded all this data in Tableau. So here is the data in Tableau. So we have all the columns and all the rows that was present in that table. Now let's start solving our use case. That is the which channel the client is using the most. So I'm dragging and dropping channel on columns and client name into rows. Okay, let me make an entire view out of it. I want to show the in and outflow of cash through this channel, which is throughput. So let me create throughput, which is sum of deposit and sum of withdrawal. Now let me drag and drop into text. Now I want to show this in a form of heat map so that in the first view itself one can see where the max data is. So let me convert into square and I will drag and drop this into colors too. Now let me change the color of this and do some formatting. I want to show the lower one as red and the darker one as green. So I have completed the formatting. The next thing that I want to show is throughput of only those client who has done transaction in current year or max year. So I will filter out year and out of that I will be showing 2019. Now let us pull this thing in the dashboard. So for that let me open the dashboard. So I have pulled the sheet in the dashboard. So here is how our output looks like. Sure, so using this one can clearly see that the umbrella curve has the highest throughput from CTS, that is check truncation system. Now I want to see, let's say on the click of the CTS, through which account the umbrella curve has the maximum transaction. So for that we need to make use of set actions. Now in order to make use of set action, I will create the set of these columns. So right click, create, set, so channel, set, and I want to use all. Okay, so it will act as a boolean statement. Next is I want to show account name but on click of this channel. Okay, so next is I will be creating the account name that is changeable. So account type space, if channel set is clicked, then I will be showing account name, account type, else I will be showing nothing. End. Okay, so just drag and drop account name on the column. Okay, so dashboard, action, add action, change set values, channel set. Once the clearing of the selection will remove all the values from the set. Click on OK. So here we have. Now what my purpose was, umbrella curve, what account he is using for transaction. So click on CTS. So you clicked on CTS, so he have multiple accounts here. So he have used nodal account the maximum time. So as you can see that nodal account has the highest throughput.
So this way we have solved our use case. So this was our use case, and we have demonstrated the client and the channel he is using for the transaction. So that's it. Thank you.